Welcome back, everyone, to the Michigan Trails Report. I am your host, Tom Funk. It is the beginning of the month, and that means it is time for the monthly update on what's going on with trails in the state of Michigan. And this will be your December 2024 edition. Hey, have you looked outside the window? Yeah, it's wintertime. And we'll be talking a little bit about some wintertime stuff in the podcast. So if you don't know already, I am the author of 50 Hikes in Michigan's Upper Peninsula and 50 Hikes on the North Country Trail. And you'll see me rabble-rouse on the various Facebook hiking group pages as well. Once a month, and this is it. Today's the day we talk about, like I said, trail conditions and what's going on with Michigan trails. The rest of the month, I typically post a chapter from one of my books, give you a travel narrative on one of my hikes, share the details of a historical trail, plus every once in a while, I'll share the biography of a famous outdoor person that is from the Great Lakes or has traveled through changing the course of history. Hey, just go to the table of contents where you'll see Gods of Content. I now have over 200 podcasts. I think today is number 202, and if you are on the Podbean platform, you can access all the podcasts. If you're on Spotify or anything else, there's about 50 or 60 that are missing, and I am slowly uploading those as time goes along. So just be patient. I'll get to it. And with that, let's get started. Hey, our sponsor for today is the Hiker Hostel in Germfast. The hostel will have a soft opening in the summer of 2025, and they'll be catering to outdoor enthusiasts. They are near the North Country Trail. Subscribe to their Facebook page, Hiker Hostel and Retreat Germfast, for updates. And again, thank you to my friend Adam Main for providing the bumper music. Trail of the month. December's hike of the month comes to you from the Little Traverse Conservancy in the northern tip of the Lower Peninsula and far eastern end of the Upper Peninsula. I'll tell you, the Little Traverse Conservancy goes above and beyond when it comes to trail access in the winter. Not only do they have upwards of 30 of their properties that have plowed parking spots, they also groom ski trails for 9 of their sanctuaries. So that is pretty cool. I'll post a link on the Facebook page of a document listing all their properties that have plowed parking and or groomed ski trails. There are so many to choose from. I've hiked a bunch myself, and I won't go into the gory details of one of the trails because kind of short on time today, but check out their website. Check out their trail system. It is pretty incredible. All right, I'll forego the usual trail closures until the snow clears, but I will remind you that if you are planning a trip to a Michigan State Park, you just might want to check their closure page. They are down from 48 closures on their website down to 39 total closures. And, snowshoe on over to their website, which is michigan.gov/DNR about/newsroom/closures. I'll have a link, of course, on the Facebook page, and you can check it out. Suffice to say, it is winter in Michigan, and I have noticed many of my friends and family are already complaining about the snow and cold. These were the same people griping a month ago about how it was too warm and where is winter, but hey, they probably don't listen to this podcast, so I can make fun of them. Now, I know you all love the snow and like to get out and ski, snowshoe, hike, and explore, and with that, let's get to the snow report. If you're not familiar, there's a wonderful online mapping program, and it's called the National Operational Hydrologic Remote Sensing Center. Whew, that's a mouthful. Must be a government website. Well, yeah, it is. And you can see in real time snow depth down to a granular level. Thing is, being a government website, It is clunky to use, and if you don't know what you're doing, you could find yourself up in seeing snow conditions in like Romania. So that is why I have created a tutorial, which can be found on my YouTube page. I recommend going through the tutorial and seeing how to use the site. Currently, the entire Upper Peninsula is under some amount of snow. The usual places have over 2 feet of the white stuff already. That would be the far western end, the far eastern end, and around Munising and Germfask area. In the Lower Peninsula, an area south of Gaylord picked up 2 feet of powder. Essentially, the western half of the Lower Peninsula has measurable snow, while the east has just a sprinkling. I actually saw a Facebook post this morning, somebody bragging that they had a dusting of snow over on the east side of the Snake. And it looks like as if this snow isn't going to go anywhere soon. So y'all want a winter, y'all got winter, y'all have winter. Get out and enjoy winter. All right, so let's see. This is kind of the don't do this / in my opinion segment that I do every once in a while. And it seems like every year around the same time, right before, just as firearm deer season opens, I have to post to various hiking groups that hiking and hunting are not mutually exclusive activities. You can head on over to my Substack and read the whole blasted thing, but in essence, excise taxes paid by hunters and anglers have funded much of the wildlife management and public land acquisitions where we hikers enjoy, and we enjoy it mostly free of fees or cost. So, as someone who grew up hunting and fishing like myself, my Patagonias get in a wad when I see hikers bad-mouthing hunters when they see them on quote-unquote their trails during firearm deer hunting season or any hunting season. Folks, this just is not cool. And if you're yelling at your playing device right now, just go and Google Pittman Robertson or North American Model of Wildlife Conservation, and then get back to me. My advice, if you're not comfortable with folks wandering the woods with guns, don't go hiking during those times of year. Personally, I don't hike during firearm gun season, which in Michigan is the 15th of November to the 30th of November. So that period of time has passed. There are still some firearm deer seasons going on, but the amount of people in the woods is greatly reduced compared to the main season. You know, I look at it this way. I have 350 other days to hike. Let the hunters have their 15 days. They're the ones that probably pay for much of the public lands that I enjoy and you enjoy as well. Hiker trash. Wow. So it slowed right down. The North Country Trail 100 challenge. I think last month we must have had 25 or so people that completed. This month, not so many. So completing your North Country Trail 100 challenge, we have Anne Valaquette, who she reached her goal of 100 miles, where she braved the Lake Superior shoreline and hiked from Beaver Basin Trailhead to Chapel Rock in Pictured Rocks. And she actually finished with a, as she says, a headlamp assist. So congratulations to Ann. James Lilly, he has hiked over 140 miles. Most of the time was done during ultra marathons put on by the Great Lakes Endurance. And he says he started in Grand Marais. Carolyn Mannion, Elizabeth Callahan, and Diana Roosh, they all finished in Lowell. Sarah Welch Blue, she finished as well. Not sure where. I'm not even sure if she finished in Michigan, but hey, it's the North Country Trail, so congratulations to Sarah. Bobby Kaiser finished with the help of Joan Block and Wendy Ferguson. Finished a 100-mile challenge, and they finished around Buckley, Michigan. Holly Bukema Mans and her grandson Talon finished at the North Country Trail headquarters. How cool is that? And Julie of the West Michigan chapter, she finished as well. And Colleen Ratliff finished her 100 miles in Rockford. Some other notable hikers, Mark Schettenhelm is at 258 miles for the year. Nathan Harrion, he realized that he passed 500-mile mark on the North Country Trail, and he started way back in April. He figures he has 240 unique miles out of the 500. So we probably need to teach him how to use a shuttle, or he needs better friends. So it kind of stinks when you have to double back. But hey, anyways, let's give you guys a round of applause. So please, take up the challenge and see if you can get in your 100 miles for the year. In search of. Usually in the In Search Of segment, I'll tell you how to increase your chances in finding a hard-to-find wild animal, hard-to-find plant, or maybe a unique habitat or waterfall. But today, we are in search of the elusive and rare risk-taking entrepreneur. You see, our second favorite shuttle driver serving the North Country Trail has retired. Yes, Bill Jordan of Jordan Shuttle Service has turned in the keys. Yes, that Bill Jordan, who has since 2019 has shuttled tens of thousands of intrepid hikers at Tequamanon Falls State Park and on the North Country Trail between Grand Marais and St. Ignace. This means the shuttle contract is up for bid with the MDNR Parks and Recreation Division. This is an excellent entrepreneurial opportunity to serve the hiking community. So if you're not aware, it was myself who started the Tahquah Trekker, which eventually became Trail Spotters back in 2007. And I started the Tahquah Trekker at Tequamanon Falls State Park. And Bill, he was my employee, and he took over the service in 2019. Then the world fell apart in 2020, and I had to turn in my keys and canoes and everything else to pursue another opportunity. With that being said, if you're interested in bidding, I can answer questions about the contract and what it's like to be a shuttle operator. I've already posted information on the Facebook page and in a bunch of other forums. So just scroll through those or hit me up with a PM, and I'm happy to share information with you. This is a huge deal, guys, because transportation in some of these remote areas is tough to come by, and it sucks driving two cars up or trying to find somebody to move you around. So, we've had this service up there since 2007. So somebody's got to pick up the torch and do this. So please consider doing that. Trail calendar. So with the trail calendar, we've got some activities going on with some of our Facebook hiking groups. West Michigan Hiking and Backpacking, they have on Saturday, December 7th through the 9th, they have a Baldwin area day hiking and base camping. And on the 14th, they also have a hike that's going to be at night called Beginning to Look a Lot Like Christmas. Northern Michigan Hiking and Backpacking has a New Year's cabin trip on December 31st. It's an overnight trip somewhere up north. And I don't see any new requests under Trail Angels. I'm sure those will pick up in pace as we get near spring. North Country Trail chapter hikes. We have the Harbor Springs chapter group hike on December 7th, starting at the Kip Road Trailhead, 10 a.m. Spirit of the Woods December hike, December 7th, starting at the Timber Creek Trailhead, also at 10 a.m. And, of course, my favorite chapter of all time, the Hiawatha Shore to Shore chapter, has a December 14th hike in the Niagara Escarpment, and they're actually going to have a bonfire at that one. Another Western Michigan chapter hike, December 14th, starting at the M28 Trailhead, 10 a.m. And scrolling down, Chief Noonday has their 13th annual Shoe Year's Day hike. And that, of course, is on New Year's Day, 10:30 a.m. And that's going to be at the Long Lake Outdoor Center. So they've done this a number of years in a row. So make sure to check those out and get out there and hike this winter and enjoy all this snow. And, maybe borrow a pair of snowshoes or something like that. Some events coming up that I always like to tell you about. These get pretty close. Outdoorama, February 20th through the 23rd, Novi, Michigan. Quiet Adventures Symposium, March 1st. This is their 30th anniversary. Highly recommend going to that. That's at Michigan State University. Canoecopia is in Madison, Wisconsin, March 7th through the 9th. Reservation Report brought to you by MichiganTrailMaps.com. High quality maps of many of your favorite hiking trails like Pictured Rocks, downloadable maps, and books on hiking in Michigan like mine. Pictured Rocks reservation system is open, and you can make a reservation if you want to take on the snow. If you want to have a reservation in 2025, the reservation system opens for 2025, January 1st, 10 a.m. Plan ahead. If you know you're going, get on the site and make your reservations because they get snarfed up rather quickly. Hurricane, 12 Mile, and Beaver campgrounds, they are reservable 6 months in advance, which means they are now accepting reservations for Memorial Day weekend. And I see a mess of sites available. So they will also release a few sites 1 month and 2 weeks out as well for those that are late planners. Grand Island reservation, same thing, 6 months out. They are now accepting for the beginning of May. Sylvania, they accept 6 months out as well. They're getting into May as well. So keep that in mind. State park campgrounds, hey, guess what? 6 months in advance for campsites and backcountry sites, which means they're going to start accepting reservations for Memorial Day weekend pretty soon. As far as Isle Royal, the Ranger, the website still has 2024 information on it. Isle Royal Queen, which goes out of Copper Harbor, they say their information for 2025 is going to be released in December. So here we are in December. Keep your eyes on that so you can make your reservations. Isle Royal Lodge in Rock Harbor, you can make reservations for 2025. Yes, you can. Get on it if you want to stay there this summer. And time for the weather report. Hey, I think I mentioned it in the beginning. Winter is here. The Climate Prediction Center says normal temperatures and precipitation for the entire state of Michigan for the month of December. The 10-day forecast has the UP below freezing with intermittent snow and lake effect, and the southern lower peninsula will likely remain below freezing as well, with a day or two where it could hit freezing again with lake effect snows. So there you have it. It is winter time here in Michigan, and get out and enjoy it. Ooh, there's bumper music. Thanks, Adam, for providing the music. Hey, are you enjoying the content? I've been very good about publishing content on Mondays and Thursdays, haven't I? If you haven't yet, please subscribe. If you don't, well, I will sneak into your house and remove all the elastic out of your underwear. And to find all the various Facebook pages, buy my books, etc., so on and so forth, just go to tomfunk.net. And again, thank you to our sponsor, Hiker Hostel and Retreat, Germfast, coming in 2025. And, of course, my computer freaks out right before I give you the quote of the month. So here we go. Hold on. There we are. Quote to end the show. Marry an outdoors woman. That way, if you have to throw her out in the yard for the night, she can still survive. That's from W.C. Fields. Some of us old-timers may remember who he is. All right. Thanks for joining us for the Michigan Trails Report. We will see you next month for our Trails Report. And again, content is released every Monday and Thursday. Thanks a lot. Thanks for following. Thanks for listening. And hey, everyone have a Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Happy New Year, all that good stuff. And I hope you get something really cool for Christmas. And with that, I'm out.